right?
You should have said it depends on the distance.
Yeah.
And I've told you yes, okay, but the person who shoots it, no, it doesn't matter.
Somebody who doesn't know how to
An
shoot
arrow, what goes up must come down.
No, if somebody doesn't know how to shoot an arrow, he'll just stab himself in the foot. Probably.
Explain to me how. You know what? I'm going to start with this right now. No, okay.
You know, it's like, oh, whoops.
Oh, okay.
Oh, whoops. Is this how you shoot an arrow, motherfuckers?
Probably.
Stupid.
You have problems.
Have you ever tried shooting an arrow?
Yes,
And
I'm actually good at it.
are you?
Yes,
Really?
I like it a lot.
He just made you look bad.
He likes
Yes.
it.
He just made you look
I
bad.
don't believe him though.
You don't believe him?
No.
Oh, dude.
Turks is a non.
Why do you think he's so addicted to Assassin's Creed?
He does not.
Right.
Turks
Yeah,
is
they
such
don't
a.
do arrows, but okay.
Send it again, boy.
They do.
It's not the time for this.
They do actually
We're
do
supposed to be a
arrows.
team.
I'm just shitting on you.
Y'all are never a team. One thing y'all are, it's never a team.
Nah.
Oh,
No, I
yeah.
remember
We're never
it
a team,
was-
but we're a
It
squad.
was what? It was,
No, I think we're a clique.
Let's give
What?
us some more volume, bro.
we are a clique.
A clique.
Okay.
Ain't nobody fucking with my.
Clique.
See, this is why. Zero enthusiasm. Zero
No,
enthusiasm.
it's-
Click.
Motherfucker, it's
No, it's click.
It's
Yeah.
Click.
closed
click,
caption. It's just
click.
click.
Yeah. What he said. I was doing the French version of the word.
There's no French version of anything, all right?
Exactly, which is a little bit more
Yeah,
refined.
that's the one with the QUE at the end.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Adam. I'm sorry. مسحفج.
It's a long ass Sunday,
Yeah.
and you just made it longer. All right?
Nah, bro.
I need you to give me some energy back, please. I can't do some on. Are you cold?
I am.
Because I am freezing, my
Exactly,
guy.
No, no,
bro.
no,
Yes.
no, don't.
Can we
Please.
Turks, you're in the back chilling.
please?
But I want the. Okay.
That's what you get for going summary.
Going summer.
It's
too
It's a
early.
warm day today.
Nah, see, that
You're going also summer. My guy.
Yes.
Don't tell him. Don't tell him we're wearing t-shirts.
That's how you know it's an exhausting day.
I just put whatever I found on. It was
Did we recover from the weekend yet or not? Because I feel like I'm at 70%.
I'm good. I'm
No.
almost at 100.
That is
Always.
bullshit. Well, your 100 is always at 20.
Exactly.
So-
That's the trick. That's the trick. You got to start with a low bar, man.
And I'm always there.
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I'm back at the 1080 at this point.
Okay, good.
I was at a 20.
Did you just say
yesterday.
1080?
No, at an 80.
Oh, at 1080. Okay.
I was 20 yesterday.
Welcome to Past the Kabsa episode 44. I think. I'm not really sure. What's happening, fellas? It's your boy Adil. I got the sugar daddy behind me, Turks.
Hey.
He doesn't know why.
Mm-mm.
Actually, he knows why. And I got the homie Shamsi right next to me.
Not a sugar daddy.
Who's can't afford it.
Yeah.
He's at 80%.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, this is interesting.
Need to
This
watch
is-
my levels.
Oh my god. I want to start with something, which is to thank every single one of y'all for tuning in. Thank you for our listeners and our viewers. Thank you to the Ministry of Defense over and over again.
Definitely.
Today has been a huge fireworks of rockets. I think,
Past couple of days.
well, actually today alone, Sunday, until now, it has been 14. And it's only 9 p.m. So Allah is still, man. But besides that, congratulations on coming back to society, everybody. Congratulations.
Mhm, mhm.
The restrictions
Oh, yeah.
have been lifted.
Not
Hooray.
all restrictions. Okay.
Well, not all restrictions, but let's say 80% of the restrictions.
yes.
we are allowed to.
We are at
participate.
Champsy restrictions.
We have been allowed to go back to participating in public life, thankfully.
Yeah, restaurants, gyms. What else? What was that thing?
That's 80% of
Life.
public life. I would assume
Yeah.
restaurants and gyms.
There's a breakdown that we don't have in the hand right now,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
we're not
yeah.
going to talk about it.
Weddings are
Cinemas.
yeah.
Yes, cinemas.
Cinemas are back, restaurants
Yeah.
are back.
Yeah.
We can, I think, no more than 5 people per table.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Finally, I'm so glad I don't have to go through AMC's guilt trip in the billboards. Like, we love you. That's why we're staying away. If you love something, you gotta let it go.
It worked, Turks, because now you believe that they love you.
I don't.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah,
sir.
look, every time I have to go and pay, I know they don't love me.
Yeah. Oh, we love you so much.
He's giving you free love, bro. Like it's the best kind.
Not only that, I
Not
think
free love.
what's the
It's
name?
not- you're literally paying for the hour,
Exactly.
Shamsi. It's
Get
not
him,
free
son.
love.
No, I'm
Get
saying,
him, son.
on your way
It's the oldest profession, Shamsi.
on your way to work. There's a positive message that just reinforces your positive mood. So you should thank them for that.
Our prayers go out
Okay.
to our friends in Kuwait. They're back on lockdown, 12 hours.
Oh, wallah.
Yeah, for the whole month of March.
Allah يعينهم.
Okay.
So good luck on that. Their numbers have been crazy, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, their numbers have been crazy.
Mine.
Yeah, like 2000, like UAE.
Yikes.
Yeah,
Good luck,
it's been
brothers and
ridiculous.
sisters.
Well, and we thank everybody, at وزارة الدفاع, وزارة الصحة,
All of them.
وزارة الصحة
كلهم قاعد
as
يدافعون.
well for the vaccine rollout. everybody's getting vaccinated nowadays.
Yeah. It's rapid.
You have options.
Thank you to everybody who's been getting vaccinated. I'm
Yeah.
seeing everybody getting vaccinated.
Exactly.
Yo, take as many selfies as you like. I have no problem.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
keep getting vaccinated. And like, there's no like, you guys didn't get it yet, right?
No.
No.
Losers.
Hey, I'm trying
Ew.
to find a.
Why do I have you in my house?
Yes.
افتح توكلنا توكلنا.
I've been trying to get what do you call it? Appointment.
But you have the approval already, right?
Yeah,
You're just waiting on the appointment.
Yeah.
You don't have the approval yet
I don't have that.
because you kept surviving that motherfucker. That's why.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, they're like, yo, man, his whole house got it. He survived.
Yeah.
All right, fuck him. One less person to
I
care
think
about.
That's one good thing to not worry about. Like everybody at the house has actually got it, so there is.
Yeah.
thing.
Your household, yeah.
Yeah, but the problem is not from the household. It's the problem from going outside.
Exactly.
But I don't know. I'm very happy that everybody got back on board on this, and everybody's getting their vaccination on time. There's a huge rollout everywhere. It's gonna be like we said last week. It's gonna be pharmacies, and I heard also over the weekend that Kingdom Hospital became the first one to get approval to do that,
So many health centers are giving out the vaccine right now.
along with the military also.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
military hospitals.
Yes.
So
That's
All
amazing.
good.
get vaccinated.
Even private
y'all.
hospitals.
Let's party in June. Like,
Please.
seriously, let's.
Yes.
I mean, let's get together with family in June.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
When we say party, we mean like
Weddings.
yes.
Like
exactly.
let's get back to weddings.
Yes.
Let us
Yes.
remember what summer actually meant once upon a time.
Let people mourn their loved ones that they lost altogether because
Yeah.
they never had the chance.
Exactly.
True.
I mean, there's a lot. I mean, if this vaccination will get us back to as close as normal as possible, we need this really, really soon
We do.
because there's a lot of healing that we have to do.
Yes.
That's all. I'll be honest. I mean, it's not like the pandemic is over. We don't care. No, there's a lot of things that happen.
Which is why we're still at 80%.
We're still at champion level.
We're still a champ.
That's where we're at.
She's
That's where we're
always
at.
the best level to be.
But much appreciation to this whole government, from the king to the crown prince down to all the ministries,
Definitely.
for what Turk said before, a masterclass
Yes.
on how to handle a pandemic.
Yes. course.
We had, alhamdulillah, they opened up all the budgets to do whatever is necessary. You guys remember when we first locked down that they cleaned up all the streets? Remember that?
Yeah.
When it was the procedure at that time?
Seize the opportunity. Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
everything that was supposed to be done got done, and led us all the way to here. And we learned so much along the way. And I think what this whole government learned along this last year and a couple of months now, I think is going to help us for the future because everybody figured out how to be online together, how to use the right applications, which applications that we need to use when we go to the places, what do these applications do, how does that benefit us? And we built a system, like a whole e-government in a whole
Yes.
year.
And we adopted to it, like adapted
Quick.
to it. Yeah, it was ridiculous. Yes.
And not just that,
really.
there's a huge jump in like the actual level of awareness and the level of care that people have took in their lives. When we started the pandemic, there was a lot of fear. There was a lot of uncertainty, a lot of not really knowing what was coming down the line. But what we saw and what happened in the months subsequent to that was the government educating everybody, the government keeping everybody in the know, being extremely transparent in publishing numbers and letting you know what the procedure is going to be.
Exactly.
And now where we are today and the level of awareness that we have and knowledge and how to deal with each other and health overall is just completely different to where we started.
Just not forget about also the transparency.
Yes, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That was
Yeah.
very, very important. We saw it step by step. You want numbers? You get numbers.
And
These
it
are the numbers every single day. This is
Yeah.
wants going on.
And
And
it
you're
kept
still
going
getting
on.
them.
And you stick them to today.
this day,
And
yeah.
also, we were doing when we were doing sweeps, you going through neighborhoods and they gave you all the numbers. They told you exactly where it is, what's happening around you. They were very transparent from the beginning. We knew what was happening, where the money was going, how we were supposed to adapt to everything, what we were supposed to do. You guys remember when masks were very hard to find in the beginning?
Mm.
Like you go to the Doha, they give you 5 pieces
Yeah,
maximum.
it was limited.
Yeah, it was limited. And then within a month or two, it was packed. Everybody had everything at home.
And now you don't even walk out on the street and you see anybody without a mask. You don't even see that. Like everybody has a mask on. And
Yes.
that's how you
I was about to say, where's this guy going with this?
No.
everybody has you never see somebody without a mask on. I'm trying to remember when was the last time I actually saw somebody walking without a mask, at least, within the vicinity of his face.
Yeah. Oh, it became a fashion statement too. I love seeing all the different designs of masks, to be honest. People are embracing that.
Except the Louis Vuittons. Stop
Oh,
that.
what? They have Louis Vuitton?
Louis Vuitton came out last year.
Oh, God.
They came out with masks last year.
Yeah.
That's not even N95 certified.
Wow.
Oh no.
Wow.
It just looks good.
Yes, I want to have COVID with Louis on me. I got that COVID Louis, son. You die fashionably.
Wow.
Please, let's not.
All right, let's go to this. This is something we were talking about last week. Excuse me. The but we totally missed out on it because it's us. So last week, the VP and general manager of Nike North America resigned. Okay? Do you know why, Turks?
I think you told me.
I'll tell the story again.
Please.
So, she has worked in the company for, I think, 25 years, 15 to 25 years. I'm not really sure. I don't remember the exact date.
25.
25? Thank you for that. His champion was there, and he was in the board meeting when they fired her.
looking out the
Her
window.
son opened up a sneaker store. I think it's called West Coast...
Customs.
Nope, it's not. West Coast Streetwear. Yeah, she spent 25 years in the company. West Coast Streetwear. He started in 2017. In 2018, his mother told Nike that my son is reselling. So his store doesn't have a contract with Nike where Nike would drop in shoes and for people to come buy.
Okay.
The kid would go around and buy shoes from different outlets. I wonder how he knew which outlets has what information. But the mother said she was never involved. And he went and he bought it and came back and started reselling. The reason the news broke out is because Bloomberg broke out the story. Because he spent $138,000 buying shoes using bots. Bots are basically what you use to buy a shoe when it first come out. So you know when you go and you want to buy a shoe and it's sold out in a second, it's used by bots.
So bots are basically like...
It's a software that you program it and you put all your credit card information and it logs into a website and it checks out and buys your purchase exactly what you want within a second.
Automatically.
Well, less than a second, actually.
So it keeps refreshing once
it keeps
the shoe
refreshing
drops.
and buying, refreshing and buying, refreshing and buying.
Okay.
And it has all your information, your address, your credit card. So it knows the layout of the website exactly. So you basically spec it out for the things that you want to do and it just searches for the bars and just fills them up for you real quick.
And when you create one bot, is it easy to create more than one?
Yeah, of course you can. As much as you want. You can have like 16 phones on 16 bots attacking one website.
Okay.
And you every second you're taking 16 shoes.
Okay.
Nice.
So this kid was doing
So this kid was doing this.
that. Okay.
And the reason he got caught is because he was using his mother's credit card.
Oh, snap.
So he spent $138,000
For business expenses.
for business expenses using his mother's credit card.
Oh, shit.
Okay?
Okay. That's
So-
how you slip, son.
And on top of that, he was like basically all of his social media, he'll show you like his whole warehouse of like shitload of fucking Nikes that just released.
So he was done.
Of course he was done
Okay.
because he was reselling.
Okay.
In March 2020, he started making around $200,000 a month.
Shit.
In May, he started making $600,000.
Yo. Okay.
Okay. So in 2018, she went to Nike and she's like, listen, this is what's going on. And Nike said there's no conflict of interest.
So nothing illegal so far.
In 2018, there's nothing illegal so far.
Okay.
But when the article came out, something happened and she had to step down. But they never said what it is. If you said in 2018 there's no conflict of interest, you know exactly what's going on. You as Nike, why is it a problem now in 2021 when an article came out?
So the question is,
Is it for the optics? Which I think
Yeah.
it's
I think
definitely
it's
for
some
the
VR
optics.
stuff, yeah.
okay.
Because look, anybody who actually resells shoes knows that everybody's backdooring. Everybody's backdooring. Backdooring basically means that you own a store and then there's a job coming out. You call your close friends who want to buy it and resell value, and they come in and you sell to the back door, not in front of the front of everybody else.
Okay.
So people come in thinking that you have 30 shoes, and then the second they walk in, you're like, yo, they're sold out. Like, bro, we've been waiting online since last night.
You're
And you've
supposed
been
to
basically backdooring it and moving it away.
have- Okay. So that's what everybody does in these.
Everybody does that. Because
resale
me
businesses.
as a store, I know if your shoe drops here, I'm selling it for that price. You know, I'm just selling it for the... Okay, let's take, for example, for Adidas. Original price that Adidas wants you to sell it for is $100... That they want from it is $120.
Okay.
The retail, let's say, is $240. They tell you this retail is $240. You can only go lower if we tell you there's discounts and so on in order for you to keep your money.
Okay.
But you cannot sell over $240 or less than that.
Okay.
Whatever is over $120, that's for you. But we need $120 from it. So
Okay.
you take $120 for yourself. So would I do that? Or me having the release of the new Yeezys, sell it from the back door for $600 on resale. Give Adidas their $120 and keep the rest for myself rather than take another $120.
But there's a market for it.
If you're a small shop,
You go for that.
you automatically go for that. That's extra money for you. You know everyone that's in line that's buying is going to resell. You know that. It's a fact.
But aren't you supposed to cultivate a market or serve?
The market's already there. It's either you do it or someone else is doing it.
So if I don't take the money, somebody else is taking
You're just
it.
cutting out
Exactly.
the middleman, basically.
Basically, that's what you're doing.
And Nike can't do anything about that.
No one can do anything about that. If Nike catches you doing it, it's a problem for you.
Okay.
But how is Nike gonna catch you doing it? If you're in Missouri, I don't know why we're always picking on Missouri for some reason.
Is this the kind of thing that goes down in Missouri?
Montana. All right, let's go to Montana this time. All right.
Shoe heist.
All right, let's go to Utah for the Mormons. By the way, there's a
Proportions.
great show on Netflix for the Mormons. We'll talk about it in a minute. But
Okay.
I forgot his name. I have to go get his
Shoe
name.
heists and Mormons.
But there we go.
Okay.
So if you do that, and Nike's not going to be in Utah. I have no fucking idea what's going on. So what they would ask from you, like, yo, take pictures of the people coming in, how many people are lined up outside, how's the hype in your store, show us pictures of people buying.
So they can gauge at least, the interest in that market.
Exactly. But still, you are still pushing at the back door.
So
Every time people get caught like that, they get like canceled out. Nike would not give them anything. So they're very slick in how they move it. So no one knows.
That's the thing. You have to, like, if you're Nike, I think you have to look out for the product because you want to release it to the audience or to the consumer market. It's completely fair. But for me, as a consumer, as a store, when I do that, don't I lose credibility with people who would come to buy from my store?
Well, if they don't know,
That you're doing it. Okay.
there's no problem with that. Oh, Nike just gave us 4. It's super limited, guys. There's only 4 we have in the store.
We're sorry.
Yeah. For the hundreds of you that lined up, my bad. But here, come get a t-shirt.
Damn.
So what happens now to this kid?
Well, nothing's going to happen.
Okay.
He's not going to get sued or anything.
It's just that they broke the story and the mother had to resign.
Exactly. And I'm still asking, why the fuck did you have to resign if in 2018 you said there's no conflict of interest? Why aren't you running with the same thing? Is it because people know now?
Did she tell them that he's using her credit card?
That we don't know. But
That's the problem.
we do know. It doesn't matter. Even he's my son.
It's
Is
my
he getting an
money.
employee discount?
That's the thing. He wasn't getting an employee discount. He was actually buying them in retail price. But the optics of it is that
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what I'm saying.
it looks like his mom is telling him, yo, these are the spots. This is where you should be looking at. This is where all the releases
Yes.
are. And yada, yada, yada.
like she would be able to.
He
get
has
that
he has an advantage.
But
What,
there's
what do they call it in stocks?
competitive
Like
advantage. Arbitrage.
insider.
it's not trading.
Yes, it's the same concept.
Yeah, but again, you have to have proof of that. I think the mother was helping, to be honest. To be honest.
You would that would be
Because, it is...
that sounds like a Corleone kind of dinner.
Because, yo,
here's
man,
some shoes are gonna.
you
drop
don't
in
know
this
how
stuff.
much money is in resale.
That's what I'm saying.
I just told you a kid is making 600
Yes,
in May.
that's huge.
Before these kind of stories, I used to tell you the amount of money I used to make reselling Yeezys, and it was like you guys would would not believe the fucking numbers.
Yes,
And now you're looking at the numbers.
It is ridiculous.
It is fucking ridiculous. So yeah, I would help out my own fucking family to fucking make money.
Of course.
sacrifice my
Yes.
position.
Well, not me specifically,
Yeah,
but I'm saying
exactly.
to them, it sounds like, you know what? Here's my son who's really into this, and other people are using the same method somewhere, somehow, of leaking information from Nike and doing the same exact thing. So, hey, why don't you do, yo, by the way, you going to Montana? Shamsy got a shop over there. You might have like 30 good Nikes over there, the new Jordans. I'm, go through. Don't worry about it. The email will go through.
Give you a hook.
And you go, then you pick up your shit and you bounce.
But again, we go back to the idea of nothing being illegal about it.
But it's unethical. That's the thing.
Okay.
Unless they can fucking prove it. Everything I'm saying is just hypothetical right now. We don't know.
Yeah.
But I just find it very weird that Nike actually took that route, to be honest.
Even if it's not illegal, it doesn't look good.
I agree.
It doesn't
I
look good at
I
all.
agree with the whole unethical part. Like the whole, when something new drops, I want to get it for retail. I don't want to because I'm somebody who's going to consume it. I'm not going for
Yes,
this.
but you already know there is a resale market. Okay.
True.
And you know that this person has insider information. It's his mom. Fucking mom.
Who's the VP
Dude, yes.
and GM of
Yes.
Nike North America?
Oh,
You know he has
shit.
an
Yes.
Okay.
You know he has an advantage in this
Okay.
shit.
Like she literally knows what's going on, what's going to release, what's happening. She knows everything.
So it's not like
Yeah.
she's in shoe design or something.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's completely.
She's a vice president.
Yes.
Yikes. Bad optics, Nikes. Bad optics.
I'm thinking it's the optics. I mean, that's the only reason that makes sense for them to fire her. Or for her to step down.
And the resale market, but it's not going to make a difference at the end of the day. The market will go on. The resale market shall go on.
You go look, in the span of 3 months, Google has fired 2 prominent women researchers who were investigating ethics and artificial intelligence. I'm gonna just leave that out there for y'all to just listen to.
One more time.
And see, yeah, too much. Caught you off guard.
In the span of 2 months.
Google, and in the span of 3 months, yes, in the span of 3 months, have fired 2 prominent women researchers who were investigating ethics in artificial intelligence.
Okay. So there's
So Google is basically saying, yo, fuck ethics.
there's layers.
Yeah.
There's layers.
Yeah. Like, no. We want it to work. We want it to have ethics at all.
Okay. This is why you have ethics committees,
Oh, no. Google has an ethics committee.
which
They
they can
just fire
fire
two
at
of them.
will.
It's called AdSense.
Okay.
The ethics is in the money, but nothing else. So
That's bullshit.
let's just leave it at that and ignore that.
Seriously?
No, I don't want to ignore that. Why have they been fired? What did they do? Yeah.
Also, what does gender
I
have
am
to
not
do with it?
Google.
Because both of them were female. So there's another question there for real. Like that's an actual another question.
No. The word the word woman was put in for
Clickbait.
clickbait, and as if like women empowerment and women getting fired from Google and they're prominent. But the actual conversation is fucking ethics and
Yes.
AI.
Yeah.
I agree.
That's the
Yeah, why are-
conversation.
I agree.
I'm not worried about two women getting fired. I'm worried why are they getting fired when they're investigating ethics and AI. That's more
Exactly.
important to me.
Okay.
That is fucking scary.
I'm
It
just
is.
trying to think out like what exactly they were trying to do
Can they
before
say-
they got fired.
Can they just come out and like speak out on the subject, or did they sign some papers?
I think
I think Google makes you sign some papers.
of course you have to sign NDAs. You're working on like
Yes.
very, very like top secret shit. They will sue the fuck out of you.
Expensive, top secret shit.
Yes.
That is unethical. That's the scary part. That is the scary part.
No shit. Tell that to the motherfuckers who like know every single search that you do and read every single email.
Yeah,
you get.
hey, do you?
And-
man,
and,
I don't mind.
Know
Yeah.
every single location.
Know me as much as you want to do. Just
you
when
go
you
to.
send the robots, please make sure they're ethical.
Please, master.
That's ridiculous.
Please,
God.
master. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for scaring us, Adil.
No problem. Before
Appreciate it.
two more things. Also on Twitter.
Mhm.
Twitter plans to introduce a way for you to automatically block and mute abusive accounts.
Okay.
What do you mean by automatically?
So automatically block accounts that appear to break the Twitter rules and mute accounts that might be using insults, name calling, strong language, or hateful remarks.
Okay.
So Twitter.
keywords.
So it will block Twitter from the internet.
If anybody comes at me with couch potato, block them. I don't want that.
That's
It
a
says
term of
automatically.
endearment.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I remember in YouTube, you can block out certain words and comments.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So you don't get to see it.
That's the idea.
Okay, from a parental control aspect, I think this is good. I mean, if you got a kid that's on Twitter and you really want to make sure they don't like,
They're not thinking about kids, bro.
Hold on. I'm gonna take him on this point of view
Yeah.
because he has no kids.
Like, yeah. They're not
So-
thinking
so
about-
Turks-
Alhamdulillah.
So Turks, tell me, I am your child now, okay?
Yes.
Baba Turks, okay?
I-
Dad.
What
Dad.
now?
Exactly. Dad.
Yes.
Besides the cops outside, I want to ask you a question.
Tell me.
So you're gonna take my phone and you're gonna put in all the words that you do not want your child to see. صح ولا لا?
Yes, I'm gonna say it to his face. Like you type it down.
all right. All right, cunt.
Exactly.
All right. So tell me, how long would it take for you to block out all those words?
No. You said automatically.
See, automatically, it said it will follow Twitter rules, so it means it's not only insults. It could be you say something maybe on COVID, and Twitter doesn't want to say something on COVID, and it blocks that bitch out.
That is messed up. I'm gonna tell you now. Twitter is doing something, and Twitter is always doing something messed up.
Exactly.
Okay, but I'm trying
I want
to.
to go back to something else here. Okay, go on.
I just want to paint them in a nice picture for once, just and this is good for the
hell
kids.
no. Hell no,
For
it's
the
not good for, no,
kids.
it's not good. It's not for the kids.
What kids are on Twitter nowadays? Can you please
A
tell
lot
me?
of
Yeah,
kids.
yeah,
Okay, no,
Come on, Twitter, bro.
Come on, bro.
Twitter's still
It's
popping.
Twitter.
Okay, if we're talking
Oh,
about
you think kids are just on TikTok and they just nothing else?
the younger generation, I think is much more on TikTok and Snapchat.
There are
compared-
more-
As you
on
can
that.
see, ladies and gentlemen, we brought Shams here to talk for the younger generation because he hangs out with the younger generation all the time.
All of my
You're 50.
no.
Okay, relax.
All of my baby cousins, none of them have a Twitter.
My
account.
baby cousins.
Like that's what I'm talking about.
When you say baby cousins, how old?
Like teenage,
What's teenage to you, my guy?
from like
Because he'll
12,
say 7.
12, 13 to like 15 almost.
Okay, yeah, they got TikTok. I get it, but they got
Or
Instagram, too.
Or Instagram.
You know damn
But they
well that
definitely
Twitter
got
doesn't come
Twitter.
along until like
Yes.
16, 17. That's when you jump on Twitter.
At that point, I'm not gonna be worried about bad words. It's not gonna.
Hey,
Also, keep in mind, until
Kids
you,
are all over the internet.
hold
dude.
on.
Don't tell me they're
Until you're
not gonna
talking
go to
about
your
local
platform.
here, okay? Local here's again, we spoke last time about how there's no algorithms for what we do. So no, you're not worried about this one. You're talking about the States. The Super Bowl is on. There's a hashtag for the Super Bowl.
Okay.
You tell me the kids are not going to be on Twitter?
Okay, that's different.
True. Yes.
So no, you're completely false on that. I don't know what you're completely false on. I'm just gonna
look at you guys showing concern. The problem's not here. The problem is auto banning people.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
That's
So,
Twitter,
uh,
dude.
so
What do you
you're-
expect?
you're-
It's an option. It's an option though. You can turn it on or off.
Okay.
But it's Twitter.
It's basically for the soft ones.
Soft
No,
ones.
seriously.
No, it's not just no. When you say soft ones, a lot of people.
No, a lot of people are there. They're like, I'm not here for the negativity.
No, it's not just
You
about
know?
negativity. A lot of people do get like targeted abuse towards them. You see it happen.
Yes.
You do.
Yeah,
See
well-
it happen.
Okay, how does that happen usually?
Trolls be trolling.
Yeah, it's you involved in a conversation, and then you get trolled. It's not like someone's gonna pick you out of nowhere and start trolling you.
Exactly. So don't say it's some stupid.
Then that goes back to your behavior, what you're saying, and what you actually trying to communicate with
but
other people.
It's Twitter, dude. You can see someone just replying with something nice and then just getting slammed.
Exactly. It's Twitter. You like anything
Yes.
I say, I might be
I
attacked
can't.
for.
Again, I don't know.
You're
what
the
kind
one slamming, though. You know this shit.
You're
you
one
know
of the
this
slammers.
shit.
No, I stopped a long time ago.
Yeah.
Like me too.
Like I don't have any conversations on Twitter.
Slammer tab.
Like, خلاص,
Okay, see the lights.
no, like I don't do that game anymore.
Yeah.
Like to be
No,
honest.
but it's for real. Like we've been on Twitter for long enough to see, like how some people can get abused. Just for,
Well, this is why they're adding this, so they
Yeah.
can change what you saw.
Mm.
but is it a solution? That's the question.
There's no other solution, my guy. Give me another solution. Give me a solution that works. What? The first solution was, you guys are adult enough to basically handle your own shit. Don't get this involved in your life.
Yeah.
Now you're saying, hey, I want these people to stop talking.
To me, yeah, to me. I want them to stop talking to me. You can do whatever the
No,
hell you want.
no,
No, that's what I'm saying.
no.
It's an
You know goddamn well it was, hey, I want them to stop talking, period.
No, but that's the idea. It was an auto ban. So if it's an auto block or an auto ban, it's
No.
an auto block.
It's an auto block.
Yeah, not an auto ban.
An auto block, it means you allowing Twitter to choose
Yes.
what should be blocked.
Yes. This reminds me of the movie Click by Adam Sandler.
No idea what the movie is.
It's the one where he has the magic remote and he can fast forward through boring parts of his life. And
Okay,
stuff.
yes.
Okay, I think that was the best Adam Sandler movie I've seen.
Okay, actually, don't watch any more Adam Sandler movies.
Yeah.
I was gonna tell you to watch more, but never mind.
Anyway,
But yeah, it's just you're giving technology an opportunity to take over, and I see this as at some point you're censoring a lot more than what your intention is.
you are basically saying us, Twitter, basically we will make the guidelines of how to use our application, which is fair.
which is something they have had, the
Which
right
is
to do
normal.
for a long
Yes.
time.
But you're also part of a system that says we allow people to speak
Freely,
freely.
but we know
And
we've always known there's no such thing as
and let's keep in mind that they use
Free
Twitter
speech.
as a vessel to say, hey, all opinions are welcome. And people can share and talk and yada yada. But when it starts affecting them personally, now rules should be applied. Now it's okay to be Russia. Now it's okay to be China to a certain extent. Not fully, but now it's okay that we have these rules and these guidelines to stop certain people from talking in a certain way. Before, nah.
you think that's a bad thing that they're doing that now?
The rules?
Yeah.
Well, it could be good and bad depending on what the rules are. If you're blocking me from supporting who I support, then I'll see it as bad.
Yeah.
I'm looking at
You know?
Once agendas start getting into this,
Okay.
that's gonna be
I'm,
Everyone's
That's
gonna have a
gonna be-
personal.
George Orwell shit.
I'm looking at it from multiple levels. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
looking at it from the first level of being a way of controlling abuse. Okay, and then I'm looking at another level of them as a platform that promotes speech. Now, we've seen Twitter over the past years. They do remove accounts. They do remove accounts. If you're going and you're talking about, let's say, ISIS shit, they're removing your account. This is something they've started doing a long time ago. Now with the whole, events of the past couple of months, the whole QAnon stuff that started happening in the States, the election stuff, they've also started removing those accounts. They've also removed accounts of people who, talk about COVID being caused by 5G and all of that stuff. There's a lot of different levels of account they can remove from their platform. It's their platform at the end of the day.
Mhm.
When it comes to banning people for a certain speech, I don't know how they're going to implement it. It makes sense.
This is automatic block, not ban.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It makes sense if, hey, I don't want to be, I don't want to see that kind of stuff in my feed. Please remove these keywords from my feed. Anything that from COVID, for example, to QAnon to fucking Super Bowl.
I think
know?
you can already do that, right? You can mute.
You
Yes,
can mute
but
keywords.
this is auto mute.
You can mute accounts.
Yeah, but this is if somebody is coming at you with those words. I think that's how it makes sense to my head. If somebody is tweeting to me, "Hey, I hope you get COVID." No, I don't want anybody to tweet that to me. Don't let anybody tweet the word COVID at me, for example.
No.
You know, that would make sense. Now, I hope that's what it is and not the whole element of George Orwell that you just went into where, hey, there's certain levels of speech that are allowed and there's certain levels of speech that are not allowed. Now, we also know that even in these societies that proclaim to profess to uphold free speech, there's different types of speech that is not accepted. In Europe, you can't talk about the Holocaust not being caused by the Germans. You cannot. They will jail you. They will censor you. Same thing in the States. You can't talk about, hey, let's shoot all of these X ethnic group, or let's kick them. Hate speech is not tolerated
Yes.
on different platforms. So you do need to control for that. Now, what is happening today? What's different, I think, in the sense of them having to come and implement these rules, is nowadays your speech can go viral so quickly, and the technology to provide that is there, and that is never something, that power has not been something that's been available to the masses ever before. It's never been there. You've always had to go through a gatekeeper, whether it's printing papers and putting them up on walls on your local street, or going through a radio station, or going through a newspaper. There was always a gatekeeper to stop you from, doing something.
Yeah,
easily.
but it's a tool at the end of the day.
Nowadays,
You've seen it.
Nowadays, you see the power of this tool.
Yes.
You see the power of one
You saw
guy.
the power of a tool in 2008
Yes.
when the Democrats were running and trying to appeal to everyone.
Yeah, you did.
You saw that from before.
And
But basically, what you're saying,
now you have a different element, which you didn't really have at that time, which is the whole disinformation part of the game.
no, you always had that.
Did you?
Yes.
Not at the
let's
same.
not quit bullshitting each other. The reason now we need these rules is because the right people are not speaking. The people that we don't like to let them have a word, they're very loud. But we like certain people being very loud and being very viral. So when now the table has basically shifted and the ship flipped over and Titanic is like basically sinking big time.
Yep.
But they were never that big 10 years ago. They
Excuse
were
me?
never.
No,
Twitter,
no.
Twitter
Excuse
didn't
me?
even exist.
And the
Twitter's been a hammer, and you saw it being used to build stuff. Now you're seeing it being used to
There you
fucking.
go.
You're talking about yourself
Smack
being
heads.
here.
Okay.
Over there, it was a totally different conversation. By the time it was optimized for you to understand how to function with it, it was already balling over there.
I think. Okay, we were talking about when 2010,
We're talking about the second election.
2012.
Yes.
Okay. So that's different. Yeah.
There's no difference. 2 years. Oh my God.
Anyway,
let's
a
not-
year. Oh my God.
let's not forget-
Because you said 2008, I was thinking Facebook. They used Facebook in 2008 to optimize for that election.
Yes.
Let's-
And it's the same
Yeah,
method.
It's the same idea.
It's the same method, same platform, same everything.
Same idea.
Let's not forget that this is something they're introducing as an optional feature, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're not censoring everything. They're giving you the option to censor. But the messed up part is they are the people that are gonna dictate what is gonna get censored. And what
Once
is
you
not.
put that automatically.
Yes. If
That's
it's
the
auto-
conversation.
If it's auto, that's a problem.
But again, when you say it's auto, like I would imagine it's not just, hey, censor. What again? When you say auto censor, what you just
Exactly. It says Twitter rules. What are these Twitter rules?
Yeah.
If they change every other week, are you updated with every single changes?
Yes.
It's up to them.
Is it fat shaming or is it some racial shit?
I think it might be any things that are related to hate speech, things
Yes.
that are related to disinformation, things that are personal attacks.
But where is the line?
Shamsi, again, into you saying things, okay? We understand that these things are all wrong. We're not saying they're not wrong.
We're saying this is where we start. So
We're saying you're allowing them to build a society that they think is the correct society based on these rules.
Yes.
That's what we're saying. If the rules was respect your humankind, your mankind, your next door neighbor, I'll tell you okay. But no, it's playing on a bigger game because Twitter's not what Twitter was before. It's not.
Twitter is a corporation. Gotta keep that in mind.
What was it before?
No.
Before it was an application.
Yes.
Okay.
Right now, it is a corporation that is dictating what is right and wrong to itself as a platform.
To keep in
It
mind,
was just a platform that does not dictate anything. It's just giving it's giving you a pen and a paper. Right now, it's telling you, no, let me look at that what you wrote before I send it out.
And
you could self-govern yourself before. That's what it was.
Yes.
And maybe that goes back to what's happening now in the States with, the Biden administration coming in and looking at big tech and saying, hey, y'all fucked up over the past couple of years. We need to fix this. And they're taking that step in order to say, hey, you know what? We can fix ourselves. It's all good. You guys don't have to come in. Look at us. We're playing clean now. We're trying now. We never tried before. We never cared to try
No,
before.
isn't that exactly the opposite of what's supposed
I
to
think
happen?
you're looking at it in a very, very nice person.
No, I'm just thinking about it.
No.
I'm thinking
Their
about
defense-
it on that level
Yeah.
of
Their defense from the beginning, and I remember that was Facebook in the Macintosh back when we had the robot Zuckerberg meme
Okay.
when that blew up and I can't drink water. Anyway,
Okay.
the defense was, yo, I'm just a platform. I do not dictate what people write.
And that goes back to something
But once you put those rules, once you started dictating, you become responsible. You were not responsible before because you did not put any rules. But now that you're putting rules, it's on you. And that's what Twitter is falling into right now. It's what it fell into.
and
a
that
while back,
and
to be
that defense, basically, that whole defense rests on something called Section 214 of the Communications Act. Okay, there was a Communications Act that was passed in 1996.
Yes.
Section 214 of that Communications Act said that websites were not responsible for the content that users put up on that website. And that section basically built the modern internet.
Yeah.
Because that section allowed people to create websites like MySpace and LiveJournal and blogging. And that led
Yes.
to all of those companies being able to thrive because at the end of the day, the law in the US would not allow anybody to prosecute them for whatever people put up on their platform. Now, a lot of those companies did self-moderation for different reasons because they wanted to build a community, because they're trying to build a certain audience, blah, blah, blah. But it rested on the whole idea of, you're not
We're not
responsible.
liable.
Yeah, we're not liable. Now, the difference with what happened over the past couple of years with Facebook and Twitter is not just us shutting up the voices that we don't like. That's one part of it, yes. Another part of it is, the disinformation game that has begun since 2015, 2014. I would argue it started in 2013 as well. That game has evolved and become so sophisticated to a level where, not here, thankfully, but over there, you do have people who are brainwashed. You do have people who have literally sunk into a rabbit hole where they cannot differentiate between what is true and what is not.
Yeah.
You do have people believing these conspiracies about, COVID being caused by 5G. You're seeing actual real life, results of that. So, shit, you guys are responsible at the end of the day. True, the law is not allowing you to be prosecuted.
Okay, you're looking at it from the lens of being an American.
I'm looking at it.
No, that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
Do you know why? Because you just explained to me, and what they're doing is basically following what this new administration said. Let's say the administration's not there.
And it's an American company, so what they do is affect everybody in the world.
Hold on. Is Twitter an actual American company that runs by American rules?
It is it not?
I'm asking that question.
I think all of these big companies, tech companies, are American companies that are run by these rules. Twitter, Apple, Google, Facebook.
And aren't those same companies minus Twitter, let's say Apple and Google, when they're in China,
They're multinationals.
but they're not following US rules over there?
When we see, for example, Google, what happened recently when the EU came in with the new privacy laws,
And Australia.
they decided to update. No, for the EU.
Australia's the news.
Australia's the news. For the EU, they decided to update their standard to EU standards globally because, it's just cheaper. So if the US is going to force me to change my standard, that's going to affect how I operate globally. Now, if I go into China and China has a different standard there, fine. If I want to play in China, I have to play with China's rules. It's my decision.
No, China won't allow you inside.
That's what I'm saying.
Because China already understands what kind of system you are and what could happen having you around.
But it did allow Google inside.
But didn't Google came in?
From what I recall,
there's questions there.
From what I recall, Google had to install their own shit in China.
Of course, everything has to be installed in China. Yeah.
Exactly. So China can oversee it. So fine, you played that game. And there are plenty of search results in China that you cannot find on Google. That's the game.
We understand the game. Because again, if you're saying, well, this company runs by these values because it's an American company, it means that I, who does not live in the States, have to live by their values.
Pretty much.
So where's the freedom part in that? I have to be in the US to have my freedom? If I'm outside of the US, I don't have my freedom?
No, what do you mean?
I just explained to you. I want to say it again to you.
No, but so if you, as a user in the US or outside of the US, you're still using the same services.
I'm using the rules.
It's the same rules.
Yes, I'm saying I'm still using the company's rules.
Yeah.
These rules are based on people in the States.
On their values.
Based on the events that happen in the States, not their
Yes.
values.
Okay.
Based on the events that happen in the States, they decide that these are the new rules.
Okay.
And I have to play by those rules whether I like it or not,
Yes.
whether I accept it or not.
Yes.
So you're not an open platform that's about freedom of speech, freedom of whatever, freedom, all the freedom bullshit that you've been fucking saying nonstop. You're not. Because you're playing to one audience.
I mean, their audience is much bigger, but that is their core audience still. Yes. The audience now.
The audience is-
globally, it's a much bigger audience.
Then we go into a different topic then.
Okay.
I don't want to go into that topic.
Okay.
Because then we're going to spend the next 45 minutes just discussing this, and I don't want to fucking discuss it no more.
Okay.
Because I don't see that you're playing a game, you don't really care for the customer. You're looking at ways to generate money from the customer, and you're looking at ways to please people and certain powers that you want to please for yourself. This is how I see it. That's how I see Twitter. I'm not looking at everybody else. I'm just looking at Twitter. Twitter is saying whatever is happening here is what we're exporting. That's all they're saying.
But that's what they started with, right? They
No.
started with-
Before they didn't step in. I told you, self-govern. You guys decide what you want to do.
But that value of free speech is an ostensibly American or Westernized value,
Yes.
allowing people to say whatever they fuck they
Then
want.
shouldn't you be that exporting that
Yeah,
also?
But they realized at some point that there should be limits to that because there are certain types of speech that you don't want out there.
You know,
You know?
I hate people who move the goalposts as they like.
You see, again,
Ooh.
this brings me back to the idea of this whole power that has been given to the people nowadays is not something it's been done before. So the rules for how to manage and govern that are being written as we go along. The problem, my point of view, is things are moving way too quickly for any of us to be able to keep up. For governments, for states, for organizations to be able to set frameworks, okay, for people to play with or agree on. Because the technology trend is moving this quickly. You know?
Can we just agree that some parts of this are good, but some parts are bullshit?
Of course.
Some parts are bad, not just bullshit.
Yes.
Some parts are actively bad.
Yes.
You know? And as much as we have gained positively from connecting with other people and other cultures and being connected on the internet, we have, or not we, but a lot of people have lost negatively because of different reasons.
Yeah.
Whether it's censorship, whether it's being cut out of the conversation,
Whatever
whether it's just being
bullying,
brainwashed or bullied.
Being bullied,
Exactly.
dude. A lot of people got bullied into suicide
And that's
on these
another
platforms.
another
It's fucking
element
bullshit.
of-
Yes.
of-
One more thing on Twitter before we get the fuck out of this one.
Fuck Twitter.
Yeah.
They're working on undo send button. So the second you press tweet,
They're working on a button.
they're going to release it soon.
Yeah.
So basically, when you put tweet, you got like 30 seconds, 15 seconds to put undo. To give you like a couple of seconds for you to choose whether this should be
Okay.
posted or not.
What if
They're
you,
not going to give you an edit button, but they'll give you an undo button.
for 30 seconds,
Yes, like, bitch, I can put delete after.
what if you tweet
No,
something
but if you do that and it's already loaded in somebody's timeline, then you
that
can't-
gets screenshot?
Yeah, exactly. You
I know.
can't take that
It's
back.
okay. It's okay. But how about if you tweet something and then you get on a plane to Africa, and then by the time you get there,
Oh wow! You remember that? Poor
you're
woman?
fired,
Yeah.
and your whole life is messed up, and you
Oh.
can't really do anything about it.
Okay, that's a fucked up story that I don't want to get into.
Terrible.
All right, that goes back to what's name?
Like, but
Twitter being
but-
Twitter.
But that was yeah.
There was a
the Twitter
worse-
community.
No, there was a worse story than that one a long time ago. I don't know if you remember or not.
Okay, just before we move on.
No, we're gonna move on.
No,
No,
Okay.
no. I know you can stay there for like 10 minutes. So I
Yeah.
can stop.
No, what happened? What was the actual
Champs,
story?
shut the fuck up for a second. Listen to me.
Okay.
Remember the girl that got killed in the UK?
What?
Which one?
This was early Twitter.
Okay.
She posted. I don't remember the exact story, but me and you at that time you were in college. I remember that because we were still talking.
Okay.
Like we
You were
were,
still talking.
No, no,
We're still
you were-
friends.
That was
Okay.
you were still fucking studying,
Okay.
and that story popped up, and me and you we just like stood there for like an hour. Like, what the fuck is going on? It was about a girl who posted her address and said something. And people just all went to her fucking apartment building. She opened the window. There's a mob outside, and then she got killed.
Shit. Really?
Yes, I think this is like early 2010s.
I remember something faint, but she'd said something funny or something bad.
I don't remember what she said. She said something, and her address was there, and people pulled up to the apartment.
That's fucked. Wait, did she type her address or is it like one of those locations?
I don't remember.
No, the
I think
location thing wasn't there.
because the location is never that accurate anyway.
I think
Okay.
it was a picture. She put up a picture. There was her address there.
I remember something of that sort. Now that was a ridiculous story, but
Yes.
no one took any fucking actions. Now we want to take actions. This is why it's so funny to me. You take actions when it benefits you, not when it benefits society.
No. They take actions when it hurts the wrong people or the right people. So at the end of the day, as long as I'm not getting hurt,
The
as long-
difference between me and you is that you think that they have morals and they have feelings. I look at it as a business. You coming to me and say, hey, change your business model. By force, I'm going to tell you, what is in it for me?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
So it has to be a deal that's been worked out. I'm not going to change my bullshit because of you. Because if you block me, I could just go to fucking Cayman Islands and have a company over there and you still can't block me. I still have Twitter for the world.
Mhm.
You can just block me from the US. I can still function if I want to. But if you come into me and tell me, change my shit, I'm asking, what was the deal that was done for me to agree and for you to accept?
You'll never know.
Exactly.
You'll never know.
This is how I look at it. I'm not looking at it as just a bunch of bullshit. Like, yo, we decided to do the right thing. No, there's a bunch of bullshit.
No, it's. I think it's not. We decided to do the right
And
thing.
at the moment Jack came on and put on fucking Twitter after banning Trump and he's saying, yo, did we do the right thing?
I think this
And
is
all the fucking crisis management bullshit that we're going with?
I think
Obvious.
we go back to the idea of it never was a problem when it hurt the wrong people, when it hurt the right people or the wrong people. It never was a problem when it happened outside the U.S. when the disinformation led to people getting killed or people dying or people Myanmar and in Sri Lanka and all of those marginalized communities that people don't give a fucking flying shit about. But when it happened in the U.S., now it's a problem. When it happened to a certain political class, now it's a problem. So them doing this is them trying to clean up their act in order to not get censored or not get attacked or not. Before, nobody gave a shit. Now these guys, they're paying attention. These guys are pissed because we didn't do anything before. Let's do it now before they make us do it. That's the other point of view.
It goes back to moving goalposts as we like. That's what it goes back to.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're for the people. We're for y'all. We care about y'all. We care about your opinion. We care about your data. Oh, we can make money over here. Oh, we need to do this. Move this goalpost. Hey, this is the new world. I don't know why you guys are stuck back on yesterday. We're in today and tomorrow.
Mm.
So
It's a process of self-discovery.
fuck the bullshit and let's talk about something more interesting. The Festival of Light, Noor Riyadh.
That's interesting.
A 17-day Festival of Light, which we're attending every single one of them, by the
Yes.
way.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you right now.
I'm
Yes.
down.
Okay? Like, if I hear anyone saying I'm tired,
Hell no.
which is going to be the first one, me.
No, we'll drag you along, bro.
Well, anyway, a 17-day Festival of Light in Riyadh in March will transform the Saudi capital into a giant art gallery of sculptures, lighting, displays, and interactive performances and outdoor installations.
Yes.
The festival will also feature workshops, discussions, tours, presentations, volunteer programs, which is very interesting, cinematic and musical events,
Ooh.
and recreational and educational activities.
Yiji, Mara, Yiji.
Jeet.
I'm actually very excited about this.
The Noor Riyadh Festival is the first event organized by the Riyadh Art Program.
Okay.
That's what we were discussing with you before.
Mhm.
That is the name. One of the 4 major projects launched by King Salman in March 2019.
There we go.
It will run from March 18th to April 3rd.
So it was this one of the projects, Riyadh Sport, Riyadh Green. Okay, Riyadh Art. That was
Riyadh
one.
Art's one of them.
Okay.
So
How many locations is it? It's a bunch.
It's like 8 or 9.
no, way more.
way
No,
more.
way
It
more.
Might be 18. Might be 18.
Way more.
Yeah, it was. I remember there's a lot of art installations and there's a lot of places to go to.
Yeah.
I'm happy that there's that amount of days, so it doesn't get crowded. Like the first day we're not gonna go. We all know that.
No, bro. There's multiple locations where things are happening.
Yes.
So we
Have you seen what they're like building on the Mamlaka Tower thing?
Yeah,
They got like a little Spider-Man thing in the middle
Yes.
of the big hole.
you didn't see that?
Okay, no.
Ooh, ridiculous.
I'll show you pictures after.
Okay.
I got pictures.
No, but I'm actually excited about this because I've heard about the project a while back, and it's nice to finally see it come to fruition finally, and great timing as well with the lifting of the restrictions. So
Yes.
people have a reason to go out now.
Oh, definitely.
Within still keeping their masks on and stuff.
I still have those friends that say, because of Noor Riyadh, they lifted the restrictions.
Really?
People just connect shit for the sake of connecting shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, all right, bro. All right.
That doesn't.
As long as the lockdown is lifted,
Exactly.
and there's no restrictions, I'm happy.
Yes.
Like,
Nice tinfoil hat.
We're back
Give me
to-
one.
Exactly. Nice tinfoil hat.
Enjoy.
No, back to participating in public life, back
Yes.
to, going out and enjoying the weather and, enjoying some
More
great-
vaccines means more touring for us.
and,
Definitely.
We've
We've been dying for an event like this,
I
man.
swear to
It's
God, I've
been a
been
while,
dying for
yeah.
anything, bro.
No, I'm excited for the art, man.
Same,
Honestly.
same.
I'm really excited.
Last weekend we spent the whole weekend just sitting down next to family members,
Yes.
True.
just hanging with family members.
True.
Tea.
Limited
coffee,
numbers.
Tea, coffee,
Some
tea,
of them were
coffee.
very loud.
Exactly. Yes. Yes.
You know.
Yes. I mean, shout out to all the family members that we saw.
Oh, definitely.
Shout out to all the family.
Hey, they're
Shout out to the whole
man.
family over the
whole
weekend.
family, yeah.
Omzi, Saad, the whole squad.
Great job with the shahi, honestly.
Oh
Great job
man,
with
that
the
tea,
shahi.
son, that
Yeah,
tea was like,
And it sounded
Perfection.
nice as well.
Yes,
Sounded,
yes,
sounded
yes.
awesome as well.
I mean, the sound of the tea and finja hitting.
Bro, and you know what? We finally got Turks to meet the family. Like,
Finally, Turks get to see his family
The
also.
actual
All their family.
real
Yes.
family.
Their fucking family. Man.
Yes.
Yeah.
And shout out to the cousins and shout out to the cousins-ats. And that was the female cousins, by the way, if you guys didn't pick it up yet.
Yeah, sure.
He speaks the
That's-
Arabic. MashaAllah, tabarakallah.
Not the kitchen part, just
Tabarakallah.
the female part.
Oh, but great weekend with family members. And I look
Awesome.
forward to greater weekends with more family members
Definitely.
coming down and then after Ramadan, most
And
likely.
Alhamdulillah, Salam Majid as well. He made it
Alhamdulillah,
through.
Samajid. Yeah, he had the flu, but he got much better now.
Congrats to Saud for winning a FIFA, losing at life.
He didn't win. Actually, Saud didn't win on FIFA.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You got it's the other way
Yes,
around, dude.
yeah.
It's the other way
Our
around.
homie lost, but Saud still doesn't play FIFA.
Okay. But he still lost this weekend.
Saud is still working on his 2K fingers.
Yeah.
No, Saud took L's this whole weekend.
Yeah. He lost.
Saud's coming back on Tuesday. If he hears this, okay.
Bro, like, I don't know what the hell he was doing, but he wasn't with the family.
Business. No, he was businessing.
Yeah.
He was businessing.
Business thing.
We can't say no to our homeboy trying to do his business.
Keep doing your
and,
thing,
And
buddy.
you know what? Shout out to Z for
Shout out to Z.
exactly.
I can't wait to have Z on also.
And entitled.
And entitled
for
also.
showing up and seeing
Yes,
the family.
Family, yes. They
Exactly.
visited the family.
Exactly.
What's your cousin's name, Shamsi?
The family.
The family.
Yeah, Azuz, thank you so much.
Yeah, oh,
Saad,
yeah,
thank
yes,
you so much.
yes,
And
Azuz, Saad,
Thank
Omzi.
you so much, man.
Thank you for
honestly,
all the great
You
pastries.
guys did a great job.
A great organization that you can only see 3 members at a time.
Bro,
And you leave.
like we actually got Turks out of his shell and
Yes.
Alhamdulillah.
to see the family.
Alhamdulillah.
Like,
Yes.
that was the best part, man. Honestly.
Turks hanging around the blonde cousins.
Exactly. All of the cousins.
Yeah, all the sugar
All
daddies.
of the cousins.
So, what?
What?
Turks on the inside, Turks on the outside.
Anyway,
Yeah.
thanks to everybody that showed up last weekend. We can't really explain what happened, but in the
Times.
future, we'll actually tell everybody what's going
That
on.
was good times.
We're working on something really, really big,
Yes.
and we think it's gonna be fun for everybody,
Inshallah.
inshallah. So we'll see how that goes. Anything else, guys?
No, we good.
I'm trying to see what else in the news. To be
I
honest,
think we good.
I think we covered everything.
Yeah. You hungry? I think I'm hungry.
No, man, I'm a grateful guy that's happy to see the next day,
Yeah.
and every time I see the sun and the moon.
Mhm.
Oh,
Okay, he took hungry.
also, do not forget
You know.
that I have
Mhm.
the strength and the sun in my feet,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
For reals.
and I got something on my rib cage,
Okay.
and I'm trying to figure out what's on my rib cage.
That's not a heart.
Yeah,
That's
it's not a heart.
No, I know
That's
that.
not a
Yeah,
heart.
I
I don't know what's there.
But remember that I have the sun and the strength on my feet.
Mhm. Yes, yes, you do.
You fucking asshole.
You guys want to go yoga?
Let's do.
I think we're out. I think we're fucking out.
Anyway, today was exhausting.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. Today was exhausting,
Oof.
and
We made it through, man. We made it through.
we made it through.
Bro,
Thank God.
Turks woke up the next. We thought he went missing. Like we
Yes.
actually thought you went missing,
Oh,
bro.
wow. No, you don't know me.
I'm
What?
just saying that.
Champsy, everyone's saying, what the fuck are these guys talking about?
Yes.
So how about we close this subject real quick?
Okay.
But we promise that there's going to be bigger things coming down the way. We've been testing and non-fucking stop
Yes.
to the point that I think we're going to miss an episode soon.
Let's hope not.
Yeah, I think we might miss next Thursday's episode
Yeah.
because we got some testing to do, and I think we might miss that episode. Maybe not. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. Most likely we won't.
Hopefully
But-
not.
Hopefully not. Hopefully not. But we got some big things fucking cooking. So the second all these restrictions are all gone, bring it, bitch. Anyways, I'm too
We
excited.
good?
All right.
I'm too excited.
Okay.
Oh yeah, there's an outro, guys. I told you,
Here?
I told you, there's zero energy in this room today. Everybody's
Like,
exhausted.
I thought that happened 5 minutes ago.
No, we're all exhausted, bro. We're all really exhausted.
Yo,
Look at Yanni. Look at it's Yanni.
It was good. Like, I loved seeing y'all, but I had enough of y'all over the weekends.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah.
Stop making it sound like we were actually hanging out with each other on the weekend. We used to see you every 3 seconds. All right? 3-second champs, he was all around.
That's it. What? Yeah. That one.
Yeah. Minute Man. Anyway, we're out.
We out.
Peace. Oh my God, that was the laziest we're out I ever heard.
out, dude.
Oh my God, what's wrong with y'all?
Zero energy
What
right
the
now.
fuck is up with y'all energy?
Done.
Damn. We out. Peace.
Done.